Hey everyone, it's your girl Tan Mei, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of non-functional testing. Now I know what you're thinking, testing, like that sounds boring, but trust me, this is the kind of testing that separates the basic apps from the truly iconic ones. We're talking about making sure your software is smooth like butter, no matter what you throw at it. So, if you're ready to take your software quality to the next level and have your users gagging over how amazing your app runs, then keep on watching. First up, we're talking about performance testing, which is like putting your app on a treadmill and seeing how it handles the heat. We're talking about measuring how quickly your app responds to commands, how much data it can handle at once, and whether it can go the distance without crashing. Think of it like this. You wouldn't want to use a makeup brush that takes forever to blend, right? The same goes for your app. It needs to be quick, efficient, and always ready to slay. So make sure you're testing your app's performance regularly to ensure it's always serving looks, honey. Next up, we have load testing, which is all about seeing how your app performs under pressure. Imagine your app is a glamorous celebrity on a red carpet. Can it handle all the flashing lights and adoring fans without having a meltdown? Load testing is about simulating real-world scenarios where your app might experience high traffic or heavy usage, like during a flash sale or a major product launch. Trust me, you don't want your app to crumble under pressure, so make sure it's ready for its moment in the spotlight. Now, it's time to get tough and talk about stress testing. This is where we really put your app through the ringer to see what it's made of. We're talking about pushing it beyond its limits, overloading it with traffic, and basically trying to break it. Why? Because we need to know how your app will react in extreme situations. Will it gracefully bow out, or will it crash and burn? Remember, a little stress can be a good thing, especially when it comes to building a killer app. So, don't be afraid to push those boundaries and see what your app can really handle. Okay, let's talk about usability testing. This is where we make sure your app is as user-friendly as your favorite beauty blender. We want your users to have a seamless and enjoyable experience, so we need to make sure your app is easy to navigate, intuitive, and visually appealing. Think of it like this. Would you use a makeup palette with a confusing layout and zero instructions? Probably not. Your app should be so easy to use that even your grandma could figure it out. So get feedback from real users, pay attention to the details, and make sure your app is serving both looks and brains. All right, sisters, it's time to talk about security testing, because in the digital age, we need to protect our assets, honey. This is where we make sure your app is locked down tighter than a vault, protecting user data and keeping those pesky hackers at bay. We're talking about testing for vulnerabilities, identifying potential threats, and making sure your app is secure as Fort Knox. You don't want to be caught slipping with sensitive information, so make sure your security game is strong. Remember, a secure app is a happy app. Up next, we have reliability testing, because we all know consistency is key. This is about making sure your app is reliable, dependable, and always there for your users, like that one friend who always answers your calls at 3 a.m. We're talking about testing your app over extended periods, under different conditions, and with various inputs to ensure it's always performing at its best. No one likes a flaky friend, and they definitely don't like a flaky app, so make sure your app is serving major consistency vibes. Hey there, tech-savvy queens. Let's talk about compatibility testing, because we want your app to look flawless on every single device, just like your makeup. This means testing your app on different browsers, operating systems, and screen sizes to ensure it looks and works perfectly. Whether it's on a smartphone, tablet, laptop, or even a smart refrigerator. We don't want any awkward formatting issues or functionality glitches. So make sure your app is serving versatility and adaptability. Last but not least, we have scalability testing. This is about making sure your app can handle its newfound fame when it blows up and goes viral, because we know it will. We're talking about testing your app's ability to scale up or down depending on the number of users, the volume of data, and the resources available. Think of it like this. When your favorite mascara goes viral on TikTok, you want to make sure it's still in stock and available for everyone to buy. The same goes for your app. Make sure it can handle the growth and continue to slay. And there you have it, my loves. We've covered all the essential aspects of non-functional testing, and now you're well on your way to creating an app that's not only functional, but also high-performing, reliable, and user-friendly. Remember, non-functional testing is just as important as functional testing when it comes to creating an app that slays the competition. So don't neglect it. Thanks for watching. Remember, non-functional testing is just as important as functional testing to ensure a seamless user experience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content on software testing and quality assurance.